dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout.
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, we're going to take a look at some creepy videos that are sure to send you down a rabbit hole. If y'all are new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it, y'all.
I guessed I was inside something's mouth, but I didn't know it was a whale. We were on our back raft, and suddenly I felt like a wave struck me from behind, but it was very, very heavy to be anything like that. So when I turned around, I saw some blue dark colors and white flashing right through my face, and I felt a slimy texture in my cheek. And then it shot up down on me and took me underwater. At first, I thought that I would die because there's nothing I can do if I'm inside the mouth of a giant fish. But yeah, it was a whale. So then I didn't have enough time to realize that I was not in danger. If the whale had hit me, it would be more dangerous.
I don't know, guys. I think this is one of them instances where if they didn't have this on film, I don't think anyone would have even believed it happened.
You expect me to believe all this?
Something's giving me a feeling that is not a Michael Jordan cutout riding on top of a train, y'all.
Let's see some claps. Look at this. So I flip this to L2, and then I bring this to 1, and fire. Now look at that. Five, fire. 6, 8, fire. 9, fire. Okay, vertical thing.
I don't know about y'all, but I still remember a time when they used to tell us this didn't exist, and we were absolutely crazy for thinking that it did.
Astronomer Chris Lintott. I'm terrified, Chris. How long have we got?
Well, you don't have to worry until 2032. That's when the potential impact is. And the current data says there's about a 2% chance of the asteroid hitting us. So that's, what, 1 in 45? So it's not far off picking a single card out of a deck. But we don't know whether it's going to hit yet. There's stuff we can do in the meantime if it is a threat. And we also know where on the Earth it's likely to hit. There's a band of possible impact sites that runs from northern South America across the Atlantic, across Central Africa, and then on to Southeast Asia. So we already know a lot about this possibility. It's the first time we've had an asteroid like this and advanced warning that there might be hit from something this size, and so we have time to observe it and plan.
Clips like this got me wondering if Don't Look Up was really just a movie, because where I'm sitting, it's feeling like it was more or less a plan.
It has 7.7 megatons worth of TNT. It's about 500 times more powerful than the biggest bomb we exploded during World War II. 500 times more powerful. So think of the destruction we wrought on each other in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This is 500 times more powerful than that, just because of the energy of it coming through the atmosphere, causing shock waves, and because of the heating, exploding. So it's like a grenade. A grenade is no bigger than your fist, but it can do damage over a wide area. This is a grenade that's 60 meters across.
They are definitely not calling this one a city killer for no reason, guys. Let's just hope we can intercept before it's too late.
I do not know what's going on in this video, but all I do know is that this shit is not normal, y'all. You got 3 turkeys running around a headstone over, and over. And as far as I watched the video, they didn't seem to stop, y'all. Animals just don't do this for no reason, y'all. They can sense things we can't, like spirits, energy, when something bad is about to happen. This video is probably a little message. Y'all, take a look at the video. Look at it, y'all. It's like they stuck in a cycle, a never-ending loop. They just keep going around, going around, going around. Is this a warning or a trap? Or are they stuck in something we can't explain? All I know, if I seen this in real life, I'm going the other way. I don't even have time to be recording shit like this.
This has got to be one of those real-life glitches in the Matrix, guys. Either that, or those turkeys are having one mean-ass game of Duck, Duck, Goose.
NASA just released the most insane footage of Mars ever recorded. 140 million miles away from us.
That's a damn lie.
Are we really gonna sit here and say that doesn't look like a puddle of water in the sky? That don't look like a ripple of water? Check out this science experiment real quick. Look at what happens to this firework under the frozen lake. And then compare it to the rocket that Elon Musk shot up straight to the sky. This lake is only frozen in the top surface, but at the bottom the firework is still moving. As you could see, look at the explosion that happens on the left side, and look at what happens in real life. It's the same concept, it's the same thing. Nobody is gonna convince me otherwise because we have the proof. We can see it with our own 2 eyes. Or some scientist is gonna have to tell me the phenomenon that happened in real life. What's crazy is, as a collective, we've never been able to see this because a rocket has never gone that far. But look at what happens here. Come on, bro, what is that? That's not a cloud. That rocket looks like it hit a body of water, as you can see right there. We gotta start questioning everything now. We can't be deceived. When you compare these 2 videos and the different scenarios, this basically identical.
Dude, did you see the ship?
Yes, with the laser?
Yeah. This is actually a thing now. They released a clip of the ship firing the Helios laser weapon, and apparently it's able to disarm, and one is like completely annihilate. It's literally a laser off the front of the ship. The lower mode will short circuit like electronics, which they've had that tech for a long time. They've talked about being able to disarm bombs from satellites and stuff. But what's crazy is this thing is a full-blown Death Star looking thing.
Like the DEWs we've been talking about.
So it could blow something up if it got like overheated.
Oh yeah.
It's high enough to where I don't think you're like overheating it. I think you're just going, oh.
Got me thinking, they're releasing videos of tech this crazy. I wonder what they're really working on behind closed doors.
You guys see this? We are attempting to do the riskiest thing we've done as a country in many years. Fort Knox. We all have heard this for 40 years, the gold at Fort Knox. Now here's why it's risky. I genuinely don't think there's any gold in Fort Knox. I really don't. I don't think that there's billions and billions and trillions of dollars of gold. I think we wasted that many, many years ago. So I think now, of all the times with everything going on and inflation and everything else, I think right now it's too risky. It's too risky to do this audit. I understand what they're trying to do. And Paul and his father, they've been trying to do this for 40 years. And I get it. Okay, but comment below if you think this is a good idea. Because again, if we don't have any gold in the vault, Fort Knox, where all the gold is supposed to be, that would wreck things. And with crypto and with inflation and all the other shit, I think it's a bad idea. Comment your thoughts below.
I'll tell you what, guys, if it is empty or even mysteriously lower than it should be, we the people deserve answers, and I think people should be held accountable.
I attempted one of America's most extreme fright experiences alone, called the 17th Door. The objective is you work your way through 17 doors and rooms, with each one getting progressively more intense, eventually leading to the crazy 17th door. As it includes all these things along the way, you have to sign a waiver and recite you signed it to a bunch of cameras to get the light to enter in. You soon are in the barbershop where they chop or shave your hair, and then into this room full of spiders and cubicles with cushions that inflate, keeping your arms at your side as the tarantulas are placed on your face. Next, you must navigate through the tight corridors as characters with electric devices chase you. You run away into a room that starts rotating upside down with acrobatic clowns. After you dodge chickens before they seal you into these tight, below freezing, misty chambers for about a minute, you go through another electric room where the charged ceiling starts dropping down on you before heading through this door where cockroaches are placed on you and in your clothes. Next is the 30-second tight hug from this big latex sheet, and a few wild rooms completed later, you move into the party room where you begin to celebrate making it before being buried above the head deep in balls. I wasn't the only one that made it out though, as I found this little guy in my pocket way after finishing.
I mean, aside from the hair cutting and the spiders crawling on your face and the cockroaches being dropped in your clothes, I'd say it looks like a pretty dope haunted house to walk through. Damn, guys, California is literally one extreme to the next, just one disaster after another. I hate to say it, but I'm curious as to what's next.
Okay, so this is trippy. So someone saw on Twitter, many people say that there is a baby in the window. Other people say there is no baby in the window. If you can see the baby, you're a part of a minority who can see the paranormal things. If you don't see it, you can't see those things. I see the baby. Do you see the baby in the picture? Let's get a closer look. You cannot tell me there's not a baby in that picture. It's clearly, but some people really do not see that baby. Do you see it? Let me know in the comments.
How about we make this one real simple, nice and easy. If you don't see a baby, let us know in the comments, y'all. Extreme flooding, tornado watch, and now they're expecting up to 2 feet of snow. The governor of Kentucky came out and said this is the most serious weather event that they've had in over 20 years, guys. With AI and editing software, I don't know how we're even supposed to know what's real and not real anymore, guys.
This water is extremely dangerous. Like, swimming here is such a bad idea. Like, it might look harmless, but it's actually deadly. You need to be careful of still water. It contains this brain-eating amoeba, and it's a tiny organism that lives in warm, dirty water. So often it's found in abandoned places, but it's also found in hot springs or lakes, unclean pool, but it thrives in the heat, so it's a lot more common to see in the summer. This is how it gets you. If you swim in this water, it contains amoeba, and if that amoeba goes through your nose, it can travel into your brain. At first, the symptoms start out chill. It starts slow with like headaches, fever, vomiting, but then it gets worse very quick. Like, this is fast and deadly. And unfortunately, almost no one can survive this kind of infection. It kills 99% of people, even when they get treatment. The name of the infection is up above. But please, please stay safe. If you're in this kind of area, you need to avoid swimming in this kind of water at all costs. Absolutely never let it get up your nose.
A brain-eating amoeba? Damn. She really has me considering whether or not I'm ever gonna step foot in a pool ever again in my life, guys.
You know how they say like certain celebrities have powers because they're part of the Illuminati?
Oh, yeah.
One of the celebrities that played a witch recently.
Oh, Ariana Grande?
Yeah. Was on an interview, one of the most famous interviews ever.
Jimmy Fallon?
With chicken wings. Hot ones.
Oh, Hot Ones, okay.
She was caught accidentally using her powers.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yo, so there's a clip and it's going viral, fam. She had a chicken wing. She dropped it, but people are saying she used like telekinesis when she dropped it because the chicken wing fucking flipped. Bro, watch the video though. The chicken wing freaking flipped and it like hovered over.
Oh, hell no.
And I watched it a couple of times like, yo, how the fuck? And it still doesn't make sense to me.
Let me see.
It still doesn't make sense. Look.
Are you sure it just didn't fall like a wrong way?
Watch it. What the fuck are you? Yo, no, that ass, look.
Wait.
What the hell?
Wait, let me see.
But how, bro? No, bro. That's not real life.
Maybe she was just pinching it and then
but it flipped this way. It did a kick flip, Gavin.
Oh yeah, it did do a kick flip.
It did a kick flip, pop, shove it. Nah. That shit pop, shove it, and then it flipped. Look. See? How did it go? Bro.
Wait, hold on. Which way was the...
but she's holding it like
the
this.
The bone. Let me see.
Look. The bone was facing her.
And then that was... Oh, okay.
Nah,
okay, that's weird.
This is sus.
I zoomed in and slowed it down as slow as I could for you guys. The more I look at it, the more I can't even make sense of it. Maybe she is a witch, guys.
Remember, mercury is a living substance. It's just like water. And red mercury, when you put it in front of a mirror, you won't see the reflection. If you take mercury and you spin it in a circle like this, you create voltage. This is what, when you look at the old world buildings, the cathedrals, they had these orbs up on top of these cathedrals. Those orbs can contain mercury, and they're brass on the outside or gold on the outside. They're iron on the inside, and they got mercury in the center. And what would happen is if a lightning strikes or the bell would ring, you would get a spiral, which would take place, and you got free electricity simply by just a little bit of mercury. Now, mercury in the mouth is a different story. What about red mercury? That's a great one. So red mercury is mercury mixed with iron oxide. Remember, mercury is a living substance. That's what it is. It's just like water. So when you mix mercury with iron, it'll actually put it together. It won't eat it, but it will put it together. And that's where the whole red mercury comes from. And red mercury, when you put it in front of a mirror, you won't see the reflection, which is really fascinating. It's invisible, is what's really cool. Now, if you take mercury and mix it with other metals, it will begin to eat them, because it's a living substance.
I had no idea mercury had those types of properties, y'all. Sometimes I really be kicking myself in my ass for not paying attention back in school as much as I really wish I did.
So now you're telling me that there's an underground city below Los Angeles that's been there for God knows how long, called Subtropolis. I'm sorry, what? I've never heard of such a thing, but I just saw a video today and now my mind is blown because I've been obsessing over the fires and all the random information that I'm getting from people that live there, from the news, from TikTok. A lot of things in my mind don't add up with these fires. And I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. I've heard some theories, some a little way over here, but they also make sense. Some way over here, but those also make sense too. So there's an underground city, and the video, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, find the video now. It's called Subtropolis. But they keep it was giving Raiders of the Lost Ark vibe. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, you're gonna find some deep, dark government secrets. Well, find the video.
I just found out not too long ago that LA had an entire underground tunnel system for high-profile celebrities to travel through. Now you're telling me that there's an entire underground city called Subtropolis? My mind is fully blown, y'all.
A man from an isolated indigenous tribe along the Amazon River made contact with a more developed part of Brazil, I mean, essentially the modern world. And this is the footage. He had these two logs with him. It looked like he was banging them together, and people think he was trying to find a way to light them. Someone tried to show him how to use a lighter.
It's almost hard to believe that here in 2025, there's still people who have never seen things like lighters. I couldn't even imagine how much his mind would have been blown if they pulled out a phone or something AI or even 3D.
Give me 39 seconds, and I'll show you how to quantum jump and manifest anything in your life. I'll give you the codes. See, neuroscience shows that our brain is like a computer, a supercomputer. These codes act as a secret combination to unlock the lock stagnation neural pathways that's creating the trajectory you have now over and over and over. So here are the codes. And again, it will open up a new pathway and then a new trajectory, the life that you want to live. And that's how you'll have the quantum jump. See, you in the 3D world, you have these programs. The 5D world, you have to see over and over in the mind, and you can't have doubt or fear. You have to let go. And once you see it, then you can make a jump. So these are the codes to help you make the jump. Okay, write this down, 917604. Now, if you don't see yourself jumping today or the next day, you may have some doubt and fear that you need to remove. So watch the other videos and you could remove those too. But you need to jump into the new version of you. Make the quantum jump. And this is how you do it. Use the codes.
Right. This video of this guy who woke up in a movie theater after everybody had already left is going viral. When he had originally got to the theater, it was packed. But after waking up, everybody was gone. So he heads towards the lobby, but no one's there. I guess they figured they let the morning crew clean up, which is pretty weird, especially because the arcade is still left on. Usually they turn that type of stuff off before they leave. But the dude was confused because nobody was there. So he tries to go down to his car in the parking garage. He looked around for a little bit and eventually found where his car was parked, but it was missing. He thought it was weird because how could a tow truck get down there? So he thought he'd walk to where maybe the car exits are, and then he'd be able to figure out what to do from there. And that's when he found a bike just laying on this ramp. So he figured maybe somebody was around, so he went back upstairs to where he started from, and this is where it gets really weird. If it was me, I would start to think that I was in the back rooms.
My best guess is that it was probably an employee that worked in a movie theater who got a little bored one night and just wanted to have a little fun. Unless, of course, you believe that it's real.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's an oarfish. Holy shit. That's they've almost never been seen live.
They live a mile deep.
Let's come up here to die.
Oh.
Back in the water. Yeah. See if he'll go.
He'd be vibrating to the nth degree.
I read somewhere that these are called doomsday fish, and if they're seen, there might be a disaster lurking right around the corner. I hope that's not the case, because the last thing we need right now is another natural disaster.
We've been talking about the fog, right? And everybody's freaking out about the amount of fog that's going around.
Not only nationwide, worldwide.
Well, apparently in the 50s, our government ran this experiment called Operation Sea Spray. In 1950, the U.S. Navy's secret biological warfare experiment in which Seriatta marcescens and another bacteria were sprayed over the San Francisco Bay Area in California in order to determine how vulnerable a city like San Francisco might be to a bioweapon attack. They killed 1 American and put 10 more in the hospital. This bacteria affects the gut, the respiratory issues, and the urinary tract. Now, the person who died had a pre-existing thing, and so they were trying to say, like, none of this is confirmed. But then the military confirmed in a Senate hearing that this is actually an experiment that they did. And so they weren't held liable for anything because you can't definitively correlate the introduction of the bacteria to, like, that's definitely what got this person. But it is beyond doubt admitted that they put bacteria in the air to test if the entire San Francisco region was susceptible to a biological warfare attack. So the reason they said it was okay to do is because this specific bacteria isn't bad enough to make people actually sick. They were testing a delivery system.
Give us laughing gas or something.
But
Give us something fun.
But that's what's crazy. 10 people, like, hospital stays, and one of them died, and it's like, well, that was just a test and a risk we were willing to run.
It is either there's something sinister happening or the biggest coincidence ever that across the whole nation, people were like, dude, this is weird fog. What's up with this fog? And then 2 weeks later, this giant influenza A, influenza B, norovirus, and RSV is rampant.
Yeah.
I think over 11,000 people in the U.S. have died so far from it.
Really?
Yeah.
They do say that history doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. It seems like they already have a way to not be held liable and a way out of this mess. So I don't know why they wouldn't try this again, guys.
Y'all, they locked the lady up in Dubai that was over there in Pakistan talking about the $2,000 or more in land. She could be facing 5 years in jail in Dubai. What do we do?
This lady was asking for it, y'all. She should be lucky and happy that she's locked up and not laying in an alley somewhere. That's all I got this week, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.